Good evening, friends. This is Yogesh Bhausar, and I'm going to analyze for you all one stock that how to see the stock while you are selecting for your buying or any kind of identifying an opportunity. But before we start any analysis, I just wanted to give you a disclaimer that whatever we discuss or stock shared over here is only for analysis purpose. There is no buy recommendation or there is no any indication of taking this as an opportunity to take the buy. This is only to let you all guys understand the price action and how can one take an opportunity by understanding such kind of setups. Uh, there will be no claims of losses or profit by either of the party. This is just an understanding logic basis. Okay. Now, first, let us understand what is Nifty going to do. On Nifty is right now. Now, if you see on the monthly time frame, the Nifty is far away from our 20 EMA. It has entered our 8 EMA. It is in between this, so I still feel that it can take a support at 20 EMA and can give a bounce back like this. Maybe it can go like this. So there is difficult to predict right now what is going to happen in the market because there is a lot of uncertainty. We have a lot of other events that is coming up. So the entire movement of the market will be dependent upon the outcome of such events. On the weekly time frame, wherever I go, I can clearly see there is a, let me do this for you. There is a clear crossover of 8 and 20, which is telling us that yes, the current momentum is weak. Okay. So if you try to connect such trend lines, I always call this last blue trend as a ray of hope because in the past we have seen that the markets have bounced back from the, you know, at the ray of hope levels. So let's see what happens in the market currently. What other thing is that we have a strong support over here, which is trying to, trying to take some support from here. But until unless we don't have a good closing about 24,200, which would give a breakout, then retest, and whatever the swing high it makes, then again it does not give a breakout and continues going up, we cannot say that the trend has changed. And it will not happen overnight. It will take a lot of time to happen, but one has to spend uh, with patience and then identify when to enter. So whenever such kind of positions have happened in the past, a lot of people have lost money in this. Yeah, there can be an opportunity to invest, but yes, if you think that trading is like overnight income, one can just see the investment and just try and any given point of time just because MACD is crossing and anything, uh, people that are selling in the market jargonly, that's not going to happen. So I'm just making a little bit of criteria that how people can uh, try and time their market so that they can be in a better position to understand that where all they should think of identifying an entry and when they should stay away from the market. So uh, identifying such areas are not that difficult also. Okay, so here see, the maximum money were made like this. So if one is having such kind of strategy and trying to understand that yes, when to sit with cash and when to avoid just unwanted entries and trying to just trying to take action because somebody is telling you to. So it's okay to spend learning your entire journey of upgrading yourself and trying to create more understanding about the investment and all that will help when the markets will turn into such rallies. If you see, this was the maximum time period that we had seen of spending a lot of time not doing anything, and when the market is back in its own uptrend because of the economical or our governmental support and whatever, say, because of our economy, you can see that the green patches have been much better than the red patches. Only this was the one which took the maximum time, or the Nifty has far more in rewarding than taking it away. So one has to understand to sit idle in such kind of weak markets. Okay. Uh, the MACD also had gone down over here, precisely in this areas in November month itself. So now we are in January. So November, December, January, market has not done nothing great from past three to even much more before when it made a peak in September month. September, October, November, December, and Jan. Total 5 months, the market has not been great for the investors or the traders. And a lot of traders I have seen losing their patience. Market rewards only those who sit patiently, understands the nature of the market, and then try and come with the bank when the markets are much more favorable. So this is on the side of the nifty areas, what it is happening right now. The stock that I wanted to discuss was Ganesh Housing. So what we do is on the monthly time frame, whenever your long-term green channel is aiming strongly high. So either you can see that, just a second. Mm, yeah, either you can see that it is taking a pullback to the green channel and going back up and going sideways, or above the channel, it is just making a decent sideways momentum. So if you can see in this monthly time frame, we can see that it gave a pullback and it was on the sideways momentum. And on, if you see recently again, it stayed in this range for a very quite a long time. So if I can count the number of months is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months, it stayed inside the range. Okay. So, and the relative strength was strong even in that 9 months. Okay. In 9 months, 6 months, market was bad. So only 3 months there which were good. Even in that uh, area, this stock had gone to sideways. So if I go on the weekly time frame, you can see that it gave a failed breakout because there was no volume support over here. You can see it was just a failed. You can see the candles out here are all pointy on the top. That means the shadows were very strong. So it showed that whenever the stock wanted to give a strong breakout, they were selling pressure. This was the only candle which gave a perfect breakout, but we can still see that the volume supports was not there. It was only recently in the month of October 2024, the stock gave a breakout. So what happened is that, so what happened, uh, even if we can just make a arrow over here, the candle closed in the month of October 2024. And if you can see, the volume bar was there. And if we can connect this relative strength over here, even the relative strength bar gave a new high. Okay. Can you see the relative strength gave a breakout out here also? So it is telling you the stock is also rising with a breakout and relative strength is also making a new high. So this could be a good area to be, uh, good area to add the stock. This is a good area to create your stop loss below this candle, and just let the stock do what it wants, because now you have identified your entry, you have identified your stop loss. So, sorry, this candle was your stop loss, and about this candle was closing of your high was the entry. So now what happens, you all have to do is let the stock do what it wants to do. There's nothing in your hand. And other part is you have the support of this, the tool that I've created, which tells you that whether the earnings are at proportionate or not. And if you see it, both were telling you under. So, there was a possibility of making us a good returns. There is no promise, but even after it went, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. It was in that area. After 6 months, it gave a little bit of rally, and the market in this situations were not good because every day we could see market is falling 0.5%, 1%, 1.25%. But stock over here also pulled back, but not to that extent. And today with the earning, the stock made a new high. Okay. And you can see the relative strength again making a new high over here. So this is trying to show that the stock is uh, much better performing than the benchmark, and we also have a strong volume. Now, there are a lot of people who do not understand properly what relative strength is. Basically, I had a little bit of small argument with one of the students. What he said that, sir, your relative strength is going up, but the stock is going down. Uh, but when I explained him the logic, he still did not get it because he thought that this is something like an MACD or maybe like an RSI or maybe like some momentum indicator, which when it goes up, the stock also has to go. So relative strength is not that, my friends. I will explain you in a very small term. Relative strength is basically it identifies, it compares, not identifies, it compares your product with its benchmark. So we analyze benchmark as Nifty 50. So what happens? And our product is a specific stock. So if your relative strength is going up, okay, so let us understand this, that if your relative, say your product has gone up by 2%, okay, in a specific given number of days, months, weeks, whatever, and the same amount of days, week that we are comparing, your benchmark, that is index Nifty, goes up by 1%. Okay, both have gone up. Both have gone up. But can you see our product has outperformed our benchmark by 1% in that given period of time? Your relative strength will go up. Okay, it does not mean the stock will go up. It is trying to tell you that your stock is going much faster or much better performer than the benchmark. Consider that your product, that is one of your stock, has fallen by 3%. Okay, and your benchmark in the same given period of days, months, week has also fallen, but has fallen by say 6%. Okay, so hasn't our product outperformed our benchmark by 3%? Yes. So even the same situation, the relative strength will go up, but stock is falling down. Does it mean the stock will go up? No, it does not mean the stock will go up. Relative strength is not a momentum indicator. It will tell you how your product is performing against the benchmark at the given period of time that you select. Okay, so please do not think in a way that how come the how come the relative strength is going up and the stock is not going up. Okay, it's just compares two products at a given period of time. That's it. Okay, now let us see which other stock that we can analyze is one was Ganesh. Yeah, geniuses. Okay, let's do this. So let's go on the monthly time frame and see the monthly time frame. Monthly time frame, it has given a breakout and the stock took the support of your EMAs of the top uh, band of green, and it's giving a pullback. Okay. Now on the weekly time frame, we can clearly see that it came down and it gave a breakout. So this is the area. Now you see the relative strength is strong because it is outperforming the index. Does it mean the stock will go up? No. But it is trying to say that if I have to be a relatively stronger stock, so what would happen is the day when the index is trying to catch up, the stock will have, if it wants to outperform and has to keep the relative strength stronger, it has to outperform the Nifty outcome. So say if Nifty in a given period of time from now, say next 20 weeks, has given you a returns of say 4%. Now, if this stock has to be stronger than benchmark, which has given you 4% in say next 20 weeks, the stock will perform better than 4%. Then only the relative strength will stay up or it will go down below 0. Okay. 20 is just the number that I've taken, but I'm just giving you a small example. And then what you can see over here is we have a lot of undervalued. Okay. Undervaluation, what is going on? We have a new high of the relative strength, which is trying at the near the breakout, which is trying to tell you that this stock is not falling even if the index is falling. Now what date is this? Now let me just check. Yeah, this breakout, the date is November 2024. Okay, now from November 2024 the stock has given a return of 18% already. uh what was the date? Sorry guys, 26th November. So if I go to Nifty and if I check 24th November, see this is the 24th November. How much Nifty has given you return? If you would have been invested into and say ETFs of Nifty or maybe a Nifty product or whatever, it has given you negative 5% returns. So what happens? Even if the stock does not go up, maybe it does not give you returns, but if Nifty is falling, so what will happen? It is still outperforming the Nifty because it is not falling as much as Nifty is falling. So what happens if say your product stays over here, say 0% return, okay, but your benchmark falls down by 5%. Hasn't your product given you better returns? That means it has not fallen down. It is still outperforming the Nifty. So what will happen? Your relative strength will go up. Now the point is, how long can you wait for the stocks to, you know, give you outperformance? Now it is upon your studies, your own patience, your own uh, learning things, that cannot be measured into other any terms. Now, if I say, see, Musgaon Dock, okay, Musgaon Dock shipyard, the relative strength is up only. Now, if I calculate from this top, okay, the stock has fallen from the peak, say from here to this bottom. Thirty-four, 36%. Okay, but we are just seeing it from a very far number of days because we have calculated all the relative strength from the past. That's why the relative strength, we are not calculating just 5, 6, 7 days. But if you see from the past, say the September 2022, okay, from September 2022, the stock has given you returns of around 1400%. And if you see Nifty, from September 2022, let's see the September month, okay, let's go. Yeah, September month. So the September month, the index has given you the highest returns of just 50%. Okay, now you know, like it's like this. Your product gave you returns of 1400% from September, and your benchmark index has also gone up, but by just 54%. So it is obvious that your relative strength is going to be up. Okay, but does it mean it's going to keep going up? We don't know that. The only point is if your product has to keep giving you outperformance than the index, sooner or later, as soon as the time consumes and the stocks decide, no, the product decide I have to be better than my benchmark. So as and when it is trying to get equivalent, it will start jumping. Okay, so we have to analyze stocks in this manner. Relative strength does not mean it will go up. Okay, it can also fall down, or it can just go sideways. Now see, this is the sideways momentum. This is the sideways momentum. And what happened? After particular number of time when it gave a breakout in this areas, uh, here in this areas of this trend line, let's go on weekly time frame. See, the trend, after the breakout, this trend lines, the relative strength went positive, and the product decided that it wants to even rally. So how much did it rally? Around 82%. Okay, but does that mean that relative strength has made the stock go up? Is it working like MACD or RSI or maybe stochastic or whatever? No, it is not. It is not a lagging indicator. It is just telling you that how strong I am compared to your benchmark. You can take any benchmark, Nifty 500, Nifty 50, Nifty 150, Nifty mid cap, or you can just put gold over there. You can put silver over there. You can put crude oil. So it is only going to tell you how it is performing better than your or bad than your benchmark. Okay, guys. Hope this video was useful to you all, and hope you all will have got little bit or very much learning about this concept of the relative strength, and you will take this relative YTA system into a proper way of analyzing the stock against the benchmark, and you will select the stock accordingly upon your reading. On YTA channel or in a YTA group, we just share the charts which comes with the setup. There are no buy sell recommendations. There are no points, pinpoints to buy, sell, or anything like that. Hope you got that point. Thank you very much for my patience, for your patience and being with YT system. And I will keep coming up with such videos more and more for your more learnings. Thank you, guys. Take care.